Hello seekers, welcome to Punneits Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Mars, the ruler of Aries and the ruler of the sign of Scorpio, is going to move once again in the sign of Aries on 24th of December 2020. Mars is in the sign of Pisces right now. It was in Aries, then it went back to Pisces after retrogression. It went direct in the sign of Pisces, and after completing its journey, it's once again going to be in the sign of Aries for approximately 2 months till 22nd of February 2021. What this transit has in store, we will try to find this in this video. But before that, do not forget to hit like, subscribe and share and hit the bell icon so that you never miss another update. If you want to follow me on social media, the links are in the description box below. If you want to take my consultation, the email ID is in the description box below. So let's continue with the Mars transit in the sign of Aries. Mars, the planet of aggression, the planet of energy, the planet of enthusiasm, masculinity, the planet of desire and the planet for the will to do. Without Mars, the courage will not be the same. Without Mars, the blood won't rush. Without Mars, the adrenaline won't rush. Without Mars, you will not face challenges and you will not take the problems head on. That Mars is going in the sign of Aries, the house where Mars is very, very powerful, the house where Mars can execute its true characteristics of the one who can create something, like an engineer. Aries is like creation from the scratch. Aries is the first house, and when Mars goes into this house, this gives us an opportunity to build our life from scratch. This gives us the necessary boost, necessary push for us to create something in our life that is unique, that is different. Mars went back to the sign of Pisces. That means initially what we did was immature. It went back to the sign of Pisces, went into the deep water, discovered the mistakes, came out of the Pisces zodiac sign, and now it is in the sign of Aries. And when Mars will go in the sign of Aries, Mars is going to be all fiery, all charged up. This is like the electric current that is completely in complete strength, trying to go in a specific direction. And when the energy goes in a specific direction, it has a purpose. It is now more guided than ever before. Not only that, Mars will see Saturn and Jupiter energy 10th from itself. That means the guidance is all along this transit. Mars' fourth aspect will be in the sign of Cancer. Cancer is all about your comfort. Cancer is about what you like and what you dislike. Cancer is about being at the comfort of your home, in your home. It's about you, the property that you have, the assets that you have. And when Mars sees that house, that means you would want to protect those assets. The sense of nationalism will increase, the sense of belongingness to your own culture, the sense of belongingness to your own faith and to your own substance will be much more than ever before. Mars is going to ask you to protect your culture, protect your home, protect your family, and Mars will be willing to make necessary changes in yourself to execute this task. We have to stabilize this energy and channelize this in a positive way so that the actions that we take are constructive not only for ourselves but also for the society and also for the nation. Mars' seventh aspect falls in the sign of Libra. So definitely the seventh aspect is the aspect of observation. It's like a soldier who is constantly keeping a watch on the enemy. So when Mars is in the seventh house, the only negative aspect for this is that it will impact marriage and balance of life. Because Mars is strong, it shows I want to do. The sense of I will increase instead of the we. If Aries is I, Libra is we. When Mars is aspecting that, it means what is the need of the hour, I or we? In your own life, that is a decision that you will take. So if wherever you are necessary, you will have to make your presence there. In your family, you have to execute your duty. When Mars aspects the seventh house, this is good for business because your enthusiasm will transfer into business, but then you will have to make sure that there should not be any ego clash or fight, or you should not dominate over your partner, be it marriage or be it business. Mars is complete masculinity. So Mars will also install the sense of competition. And 7th house is your competitor. So you will always keep a watch on your competitor, what the other person is doing, so that you should not fall behind. This comparison should be used in constructive way, and this comparison should not reduce your confidence. You have to ensure that the comparison that you are making with other people is creative. It's healthy. Because any kind of unhealthy comparison will come into the notice of Shani, the Saturn in the 10th house, and then you will be made to go through a rough patch, and that rough patch will give you an experience. And through that experience, you will learn you committed a mistake. So that is something that you should be more aware of. Mars 8th aspect will fall on the sign of Scorpio. Now this is something very unique about this. Scorpio has Ketu in its place. Ketu is said to behave like Mars. When Ketu is in Scorpio, Mars 8th or the killing aspect goes into the sign of 8th house, and it somehow fights with itself. Ketu is a planet that is trying to deconstruct the Scorpio, trying to break the Scorpio apart and try to create a bifurcation in it, destabilize. So Mars, when it sees Ketu, is going to give an opportunity where the unstable energy will become stable. It is going to destroy that. Anything that is damaging Ketu, damaging the 8th house, Scorpio, Mars is going to attack that. So it is the good time to attack your own negativity. But don't let Rahu dominate you. The Rahu in the 2nd house is kind of guiding Mars, because 2nd house is the resource. Every soldier needs arsenal, the resource, and the resource is always in the 2nd from Mars. When 2nd from Mars has Rahu, the resource should not be virtual, it should not be a hope that never exists. So you should not put your aggression, you should not compete with something unnatural, you should not fight for a failed cause. You have to ensure that you are fighting for Jupiter and you are following the words of Saturn, not the words of Rahu. Otherwise, Mars aspect, 8th aspect on Ketu, instead of damaging the unwanted elements of life, it will damage the spiritual elements of life. And this is the only negative side of this transit, that it will elevate the material side of the person. It will make you more aggressive towards yourself, and maybe you might not bother about other people. It might create tension with the in-laws. It might create tension in relationships. So the energy has to be guided, and this guided energy should be made in a constructive, and for that you need to pray to Lord Hanuman. You can chant Ganesh Atharva Shirsha, and you need to ask the wisdom to regulate the Martian energy. Go for a morning walk, obviously in a safe environment and keeping the safe distance. Go for a healthy exercise. Make your energy get consumed into some constructive activity. Keep yourself busy in this time. Do something constructive. Mars is in his own house, aspects his other house, Scorpio. Definitely Mars is also insecure at this time. Insecure about losing the resource, insecure about losing the chance. So if you are anxious, if you have a Rahu-Mars conjunction in your horoscope, if you have a Saturn-Mars conjunction in your horoscope, if you have a debilitated Mars, if you have exalted Mars, all these horoscopes are getting much more impacted by the Mars transit than any other chart. Because anxiety will increase if insecurity increases. Mars is also will to act. So spontaneous decisions is good if your horoscope permits for a very short period of time. Otherwise, if you are in a hurry, Saturn will make it a stop. Because understand, no matter Mars thinks, Saturn in the 10th house is at the karma of Mars. So through karma, Mars will learn. So your energy will learn through execution. So if you want to refine your energy, you need to put it into use. This is not the time for lethargy. This is not the time to laid back attitude. This is not the time to just relax and wait for the things to change. Things will not change if you wait when Mars is in Aries. This is a lifetime opportunity, because usually Mars, when it goes into Aries, it simply shoots across Taurus. But this time it went to Pisces, now it comes back to Aries. So there is a refinement. Mars has lost something. So he knows what is the pain of losing. So this time you need to make sure that your energy should not make you uncomfortable. This is not the time that out of nowhere you got some power and you are going to misuse that power, because misuse of power is something that might happen in this Martian time frame, and there can be an unwanted clash, unwanted ego centric talks that will derail any positive approach towards life, towards much negative approach. So overall, it's a power-packed transit. It's a pure sheer energy that is being handed over to us. It's up to us, how do we handle this? It's totally up to us, how do we put this energy into good use for us, for our family and society. I hope you will make the Martian energy the best use of it. Thank you guys, thank you for watching Punneits Astrology. We will meet in the next video. Till then, namaste.